Hey guys, it's Daniela, and I'm making another video this week. So, as some of you might know, I'm a high school Spanish teacher, and I really like my job. I honestly can't imagine doing something other than being a teacher. But when I was student teaching, I was actually student teaching at the middle school level and not high school. And the reason I teach where I do is because I applied to 3 different schools, and this was where I got a job. And I've liked it so far, but I loved my time student teaching at the middle school level. And now that my boyfriend's also looking for a job, he also kind of prefers middle school. And it's been getting me thinking again about just that level and that age group. And I don't know, there are a lot of advantages to learning a language when you're younger. And I remember when I was student teaching, all of those students were taking Spanish purely as an elective because it was interesting to them. And in high school, I have a lot of students that take it just because it's a graduation requirement and it's maybe not as interesting to them. Another thing is a lot of the high schools in North Carolina are on 4x4 block scheduling, so they have 4 classes each semester, and classes are 90 minutes long, and sometimes that can be a really long time, and it can be a little bit boring. Whereas, depending on the district, some middle schools just have 7 classes a day of 45 minutes. So maybe sometime in the future, going back to middle school might be something I end up doing. I don't know. And part of the reason why it's easier to hesitate is because I've been teaching high school for 3 years. So I've been kind of building up curriculum, gathering resources. I've been used to teaching 90-minute classes, even when it's kind of difficult to stretch out that whole time. I'm used to having 3 classes one semester and then starting over the next semester. And I've been pretty fortunate in that I've never really had more than 2 preps per semester. I have had a friend who has had to teach numerous classes. And if I ever did decide, you know what, I want to go back to middle school, well, first of all, I've never taught as an official teacher at the middle school level. So I just did student teaching. I didn't really have any material. And then all the material I have now, it's mostly for high school. So I would have to kind of build up new stuff. And then I would most likely be the only Spanish teacher or one of maybe 2 Spanish teachers. And I would probably have to teach 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. So I'd have to get used to having 3 different preps. So I guess I was just thinking a little bit about, even though that wouldn't be something for a long time, if I did decide to go for it, it would kind of be taking a chance, taking a leap. And that's not necessarily something I have to worry about now. I'm still going to be teaching high school. And I'm pretty sure next year it sounds like I'll be teaching probably Spanish 1 and Spanish 2, which I have taught before. But sometimes it's good to kind of take a chance, take a leap, obviously while preparing yourself a bit, because what I wouldn't want to happen is a repeat of my first year of teaching and feeling totally unprepared. But I guess in the shorter term, I think it'd be cool to, I don't know, try and figure out some new things that I could try, that I could, give a try at. So summer's going to be coming up, and I do have plans for one specific week. I'll be chaperoning, again, the high school mission trip with my church. We'll be going to a county in Virginia to work with the Appalachia Service Project and doing some kind of a home repair. And I love that. I love that project a lot. But I don't really have any solid plans for the rest of the summer. So I kind of came up with a list, it's either on paper or on the computer somewhere, a list of different things that I kind of want to try or do this summer. So let's see if I can think of a few of them. Definitely read. Netflix will be a part of that. My goal is to get through the X-Files. But there's lots of websites and lots of places where you can learn things for free. So I thought I would go and try on the website code.org and teach myself a little bit about coding. Maybe that'd be interesting. Also, a couple years ago, I tried to do some of the courses on Khan Academy. Because when I was in school, math wasn't really one of my favorite subjects. It was always challenging for me. But there were types of math that I did find interesting, like trigonometry. So maybe I'll pick one of the themes and reteach myself some math. What else? I want to try writing a little bit more. I used to be in creative writing. I've been reading Stephen King's book on writing, and it just gets me like all interested in that again. So maybe I'll try and get myself in the habit of writing a few things, keeping up with my blog, traveling a bit, even if it's just in the state, going to some of the local parks, you know, getting outside of my house and the internet and going out into the real world and in the sunlight. So, yeah, so I guess my thoughts for this video were a few different things, but kind of related to the idea of having something in mind of something that you want to try, or maybe that you've done before, but you haven't done it in a while, or maybe it's brand new. And sometimes you might have that fear of, well, what if it doesn't work out? But sometimes you just gotta go for it. So obviously the idea of me teaching middle school, don't know if that'll happen. Probably won't be for several years because I do want to be at the high school level for a little while now. But maybe that'll come up, and maybe I'll end up trying some things this summer that maybe I'll be a little nervous about, but then I'll give it a try and I'll find something new. So that's my video for today. I just wanted to say hey. Hope y'all are doing well. See you later. Bye.